Hello, this is Rob from Rims Models. This is my third update of the Trumpeter 116 King Tiger. So just before we start, I'd like to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. All your comments, really do appreciate it. Right, so here, we're just carrying on now with the lower hull. This is actually the escape hatch. About 4 parts on this. Now this update I'm doing is mainly going to be the engine, because it was a good 3 nights work to complete the engine. So there's just a few little bits at the start I do, and I've actually started painting it now as well, so I shall update you and show you what I've been using. Okay, so I'm just gluing there's 2 handles. Again, I'll just glue these on, and then I'll clean them up in position. It just makes it easier. It's really nicely detailed. So all I'm doing here, just fitting it. Now it doesn't matter which way it goes as well. As you can see, beautiful fit. Right, now I lost a bit of footage here. I don't know, I've accidentally deleted it, but that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 parts I've glued there. So, but straightforward, no problems at all. Okay, so now this is the start of the engine now. I'm really sorry, I don't know what the parts are, but there's a little bit of a seam line to take care of. But all I do, gently squash it together so a bit of the glue oozes out, and then when it's dry, just a couple of scrapes with your knife and it's gone. So this part I'm gluing now, there's only 2 parts. Also, the where they're joined together, there are ejector pin marks. So you just need to dry fit it first, see how it fits. If it doesn't fit right, just give it a sand down. As you can see, look, a little bit of a seam. Again, this part as well, 2 parts. But I thought the engine was that detailed, it was worth an update on its own. Okay. Okay, so there we go, that's that bit. Also, you just got to watch out you don't cut the wrong parts off, because there's a couple of parts on there that should be left on. Don't get a mistake in thinking they're sprue gates. Right, so now this piece, now there's 4 parts, and then there's 2 pipes that go on it, but I'll fit them later on, just so I know when I glue it all together, I know the pipes, because you can get them at the wrong angle. Now here you go, making sure as well you fit this the right way, because you can get it the wrong end. But there's a little locating pin just to help you align it right. Okay, so this is one of the ends now. You can only get it one way. Well, you can see there where they're just glued, then you can see the pin, and it just drops in, no problem at all. Okay, so now there's two parts to this, and this is one of the pipes now for that part I've just done. Again, just squeeze them together. All you want to do is just a little bit of glue just to ooze out, let it dry, and then you can just clean it up then. And when I've done that, there's no filling to do. Right, I always like to try and hold it with the tweezers as much as possible. Just makes it easier to glue. Right, now there's only two parts to this. And then you got a little piece that glues on the end. Again, there's little ejector pin marks. The secret is always test fit your parts. It's better to find the problem before you put glue on than when you don't want to start sanding when you've got glue on your plastic. Okay, really nice detail. I shall fit all these after. Well, now I'm starting on this. I know this is the exhaust. Well, what I'll do off camera, I just get a little bit of a what's the name, like a bit of speckling, just to get a bit of a rust effect. So when you rust it up, it'll look really nice. Now I use Mr. Surfacer, but I don't do the whole lot because you can only see the end. So I'll just do the two ends. And all I've done, just label, put numbers on, just to make sure you get it the right way. Beautiful fit. Okay, so just a couple of little holes and a couple of pins. Now there's two different two different ones. This one's more straighter than the other one, but I still label them just to make sure. Okay, so there you can see, a really nice fit. Right, now we're working on back to the main engine again. You got a left and a right. You can just make out I've marked it, numbered it, so you know. Because all I do, I like to cut all my parts off and then sand them all down. But because a lot of the parts look the same, it's better just to label them. There's supposed to be a little step in that. This is beautiful fit, this is. I really can't praise this kit enough. Once you've cleaned the parts up, they fall together. Okay, so now we're on the other exhaust. Now you can see these are a lot straighter than the other ones. Okay, a lovely fit. You've got sprue gates on the ends of each. There's about 3 on the end of them bits. I'm just checking the instructions, making sure I've got it the right way. Okay. Beautiful fit again. Now, I haven't quite got it lined up right there. Okay. Well, you can see it's now good rusting the whole lot, because you can't see. All you're going to see is the 2 ends. Right, this is the other side now. Again, I've numbered the parts so you know. And all I do then is just wait till it dries and then just sand it down. There's 3 little of these to fit each side. Okay. And you just got to make sure you get this the right way around. Again, that's one of the advantages of dry fitting. You know you get it the right way then. Okay, so 3 of these parts, they're like little caps or something. I'm just making sure they're all lined up. There's a little bit of a clean up to do on them, but they put the sprue connectors right on the end, so the clean up's really easy. Another little cap. There's only one. There's not one on each one. There's only one of these on the one side. And that's one of the pipes. Now that's all one piece, so you haven't got to glue that together. Only way it joins, where I'm joining there, that's where the only place you need to glue. There's a little bit of a seam line. But your knife soon takes care of that. Okay, so now we're back on the main engine. Because how much glue you use. I like this Revel contactor glue. You can get this piece the wrong way, so again just dry fit it, and all I do when it's done, I'll just run the extra fin around. Okay, so there's two parts to this at the moment, but later on in the instructions you fit some other bits to it. Yeah, beautiful fit. No need to sand the seam out of that because there's like a little lip that goes round. Now what I'm doing now is fitting the parts I've all glued together. I'm fitting now. Now the good thing as well, you can fit it all, because a lot of this is all the same colour. All you gotta do is just make sure it's lined up. And make sure you get the right piece in the right place. Really nice fit. All I had to do was the only work I had to do to these, like I said, is just take care of the seam lines. Now this is the bigger piece I did, and you can see why I didn't put the pipes on. It tells you to put them on earlier on, but to get them in line, it would have been difficult. So all you can do is just drop it in, bit of glue, so to get that like that would have been difficult. Really, I can't praise this kit enough. Everything just drops in really nice. Right. Right, so now there's this one part I'm gluing here. Again, I haven't got a clue what it is, but it'll only go one way. Right, back to the Revel glue. Now this has got two little notches there that line up with them. Well, what I do off camera, I just get a couple of clamps and just clamp it together till the glue dries. Well, look at that, beautiful. That will really paint and weather up nice, that will. So all I've done there is just a bit of super glue just to help hold it, and when it dries then just run the extra fin around. The only reason I'm doing that, because when you glue one end the other end pops out, So I've just opted to use super glue because it dries quicker, and then you can glue it then and not worry about it coming apart. Okay, I'll do the same the other side as well. All you got to make sure you get the right part on the right side, because you can glue them wrong. But the two slots you're fitting into, the one end's bigger than the other end, so that will help you a little bit. Right, so I dry fitted these, but you can see the grooves there. Look, see how the different sizes. I just double checked, make sure I've got it right. Okay, beautiful. It really is a shame to cover this engine up, but I'm going to see if there's some way I can display it. I mean, maybe I could leave it out the tank and have it at the side or something. I haven't decided yet. Right, so I'm just gluing these two parts together. There's two parts here. There's loads of little assemblies. Okay, all I'm doing, where the two pins go, I'm just putting some of that glue in and then run the extra fin around. Also, a lot of the parts you don't see me fitting because there's that many parts. I mean, I think the video will be an hour long if I was to video every part. I'm really looking forward to painting this and weathering it. But at the end, you'll actually see the actual completed engine, not painted or weathered, just the build. But you won't believe how long it's took. A lot of the time is spent cleaning parts, and I glue all my parts together first, leave them to dry, then you can go back and deal with the seams. Okay, so that's that. Now that glues onto that piece I've just done. Right, so just making sure you get everything's right, dry fit before you commit to glue. There's a little notch there, I don't know if you can make that out, so it helps with the alignment. And all I do then is just put it on my bench flat, so I know that's, it's straight square then. Right, so I'm just gluing these two parts, these little assemblies together. I'm just making sure. See, I got it wrong then. Always check the instructions. Now, you could have painted that first before you glue the top on, just to make sure you don't see no plastic. But what I'll do, I leave it loose, and then I'll spray it all and then glue it together then. Now these here, there's 4 of these to do, and there's 2 different sorts. So you got to do 2 of one and 2 of the other, and you just glue the 2 halves together. Okay. And I'll just put the top on just to square them up. Right, now these, again, there's 2 of these, and there's 2 different sides, so again, just making sure you're going the right way. And then I'm just gluing this piece. This here was a little assembly on its own. Really nice. And I just dry fitted it. There was a little bit of a seam I had to sand, but once you've taken care of it, it drops in beautiful. Look. So these now, there's 2 of these to fit, 1 each end, and she's where a bit of plumbing goes. Again, there's 2 little pipes here. Now I did it wrong. I should have fitted the other one first and then the one I'm doing now, because once you've put this one on, you can't get the other piece on. So that's why it's always important just to test it, just to dry fit. Okay, so now we're still working on the engine. This little assembly I'm doing here, there's 4 parts. Again, I haven't got a clue what they are, but all I can say is beautiful fit. I know I keep saying it, but I can't say it enough. And on the end there, where it glues together, there's a little seam line. I'll just run the knife around it. Job done. Really nice. Now with these now is the very top of the engine. I don't fit these. I'll leave these loose because these are a different colour. These will be the off-white. Okay, so you got two of these. Just you can only get them one way. If you turned it round the other way, it'll be too wide. Okay, so there's 4 of these to fit. Now they're all in 2, so they're all the same number each side. There's a little notch on the one end, so just to help make sure you get it the right way. You can see the little cutout, look. Really nice. I know I'll just sand the ends there because there's a little light seam in it. It does stop you this fitting. But all this I'm doing now will be the off-white. Okay, so that's them done now. I didn't show you every part there because it would have just been too long a video, but there's 2 of these to fit. Again, it don't matter, it'll only go one way. Okay, I glued these parts I'm gluing on now. I did off camera, and there's 2 parts on each one of them. I could have used the contactor glue there, but I just thought the extra thing was easier. Okay, so that's that piece there. So they're finished now. Right, now here they supply you rubber sprue, and all it is just normal super glue to hold it on. The super glue really holds it nicely. I did try the extra thin as well, does hold it, but I think the super glue was a little bit better. Well, I just hope the paint takes to it well. Well, what I've done, I'm going to have a little practice with a bit of offcut and just see what primer will stick to it the best. Okay, so we're just fitting this now. We're nearly finished. Okay, so this is the finished engine. So sorry it's been a long update, but it's such a beautiful engine, I think it deserved an update on its own. So I'll catch you in the next update. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you very soon.